Okay, dear students, today we are going to learn the new topic called factorization of quadratic polynomial. So what is factorization of quadratic polynomial and how this is useful in finding the zeros? So we have learned about the zeros. What is zeros that we have learned, but how to find zeros? So for finding zeros, we need this factorization of quadratic polynomial into two linear polynomial. So these two things exclusively about the factorization method of finding the zeros, this we are going to discuss. A student, what is this factorization? A student, we have learned about the zeros. Zeros are what? Zeros are the value of x, let it be k, such that if the p of k becoming 0, then we can say this x equals to k is a zeros. So this is the condition to be satisfied for zeros, means value of x for which the value of polynomial becomes 0, that is called zeros of a polynomial. So by this way, if any value of x is given, then whether it is a 0 or not, that we have already determined. Means that can be checked. But if just an equation is given, then how to find these zeros? By equating it to 0. That we have also learned. But for linear equation, it is convenient to find. But how to find it for quadratic equation? So for this quadratic equation, the method used is called factorization. So what is this factorization? A student, factorization the term factorization simply means know the factor. Say factorization for quadratic polynomial or expression is similar to factor of a number. Students, we have learned, say 12 is a number. Then what are the factor of 12?
6 and
Factor
2.
two or more than two such number which is able to divide this 12. That will give us the factor. Means the number which can divide this given number, that will call as the factor of that number. You are already knowing each number is divisible by 1. The quotient coming is 12. So 1 is a factor. Other one, if you are dividing this 12 by 2, we are getting the quotient as 6. As quotient is integer. So this
6 is a
means
factor.
2 is a factor. If I divide this 12 by 3, we are getting 4. This means 4 is a factor. If I am taking, sorry, here 3 is a factor.
Sir, 3 is a factor.
Yes. Even if we are dividing this 12 by 4, still we are getting the quotient as 3. Means 3, 4, 3s are 12. So 4 is also a factor. But if you divide this 12 by 5, what you are getting? Can it come an integer? There will be some remainder. So quotient is not integer, some remainder is existing. Okay, it is something 2.4. So this is the decimal. Okay, so this decimal, we cannot say 5 is able to divide this 12 exactly. So 5 is not a factor. If you are taking this 12 division by 6, you are again getting 2. It means 6 is a factor. If you are taking 7, it will not be divisible. 8 not divisible. 9 not divisible. Just by 12 still you are getting this one. So 12 is the other factor. So what we are observing, the number itself 12 and 1 is the factor of each and every number. Excluding that, there are certain other numbers. Okay, student? So here, this factorization for the polynomial exactly mean the same. So what this factor means, what we can write? A student, see, in this case, what we can write is that 12 can be written as 2 into 6. Okay? In this case, what we can write? 12 is 3 into 4. In this case, what we can write? Same. 4 into 3 or 3 into 4 mean the same thing. In this case, no, we cannot write. In this case, it is same as this one. Observe carefully, it is same as this one. And this 12 here, it is same as even this one. Means this 12 is 1 into 12. Or this is 12 into 1 or 1 into 12 mean the same. So here what we are getting, a student, whatever the number given, that can be written as product of two other number. Okay, so 12 can be written as product of 6 into 2 or 3 into 4 or 1 into 12. So these are the pair of factors. So whatever 3, 4 we are choosing, it is one pair. The other 2 and 6 we are choosing, it is other factor. 1 and 12 we are choosing, it is the other factor. Okay, students? So these are the factors. So how these factors we are getting or how we are verifying? The given number is divisible by this number, then it is a factor. So factor simply means the given number can be splitted as product of these two. Therefore, 12 is written as 3 into 4. Or the same is 2 into 6. Or the same is 1 into 12. Okay, student? Yes. 1 into 12 or 12 into 1 mean the same. 3 into 4 or 4 into 3 mean the same. 2 into 6 or 6 into 2 is to mean the same. Okay, this rule is called commutative, means order can be changed. Okay, so a student, in the similar fashion, here what we are observing or what we have learned is that a given number can be written as product of two numbers that we have learned. In the similar fashion, if we are given with a quadratic polynomial, how is the quadratic polynomial? Our quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. Quadratic means degree 2, and in the standard form it is written like this. So the factorization tells that this quadratic polynomial can be
Sir,
splitted.
can you explain the formula of quadratic polynomial once again?
क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल कैसे हम लोगों ने बताए थे और टाइप ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल हम लोगों ने कैसे बताए थे? तो आपको हमने बताया थे कि कोई सा भी पॉलिनोमियल है उसका यदि आप डिग्री 2 लेंगे, मींस हाईएस्ट डिग्री यदि आपको 2 मिलता है तो वो क्वाड्रेटिक रहेगा. उसमें 3 डिग्री मींस हाईएस्ट पावर ऑफ x 3, 4 ऐसा कुछ नहीं रहना चाहिए. उसमें x का पावर 1 हो सकता है और नहीं भी हो सकता है. मींस कांस्टेंट टर्म हो भी सकते हैं, नहीं भी हो सकते हैं. बट फॉर राइटिंग द जनरल टर्म we are always writing this quadratic polynomial px is equals to this one, and where the condition was that this a can never be 0 and x power cannot exceed 2, but it can be lesser than 2, means power of x can be lesser than 2. So that's why we are taking the linear x and constant term. And b and c, they can be 0. The term quadratic, it simply means what? The degree is 2. This degree is 2 means highest power of x should be 2. none of the term have power exceeding 2. So that's why this is taken as the standard form. I had already explained. If you want to see, we may go back. स्टूडेंट्स देखिए, हमने बहुत सारा ऐसा आपको बताया है, क्वाड्रेटिक है नहीं है, पूरा वन क्लास वी हैव डन. यहां देखिए, type of polynomial, monomial, binomial, trinomial, depending on number of terms. Okay, it may be quadratic polynomial or quadratic monomial, each and everything. आप ये पुराना वीडियो please watch it carefully. It is observed that our students are not watching these videos again and again. ये नए चीजें हैं आपके लिए स्टूडेंट, आप दोबारा तिबारा देखिए. Which of these are quadratic? So in this case we are getting all have the highest power 2. So all of them are quadratic. See, what is this quadratic polynomial? It is explained here. Quadratic, the term quadratic means the degree of the polynomial should be 2. Degree means highest power of x should be 2. Means none of the power of variable shall exceed 2. Though the other term may contain the power of x as 1 or without x term. Okay. So highest, this simply indicate the highest power of the variable is 2. So if I write like this, say simply x square, it is also a quadratic polynomial. Okay, no constant term, no any x term. But here number of term is only 1. So therefore it was called as monomial. Considering the number of term, there is another nomenclature, monomial, binomial, trinomial. But considering this degree, it is called as quadratic. So the complete name is quadratic monomial. Okay, student. Similarly, the other one, say 7x square plus 5. Here constant term is present, x square term is present, but here two terms are there. It is called as binomial. But in term of degree or naming according to degree, it is called as quadratic polynomial. Combining these two, it is called as quadratic binomial. Okay, if there is 3, it is this one. So this is the, say, x square term, x and constant. These are the most general thing. Other than this, there cannot be other thing. Like x cube is not possible. So what is the general form? The general form that we have written is the ax square plus bx plus c. It is a polynomial, so denoted by px is equals to this much. Here a, b, c are the real number. A cannot be 0, b and c can be 0. See, all these things are already written here. And I had already explained in the previous videos, where a is coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x, c is constant term. So this thing. If b is 0, yes, it is having two terms. So it is called as your quadratic binomial. It is also quadratic because the power is 2. Because of this power, it is quadratic, but number of term is 1 and 2. So it is binomial. Here again the two term is there, and it is also highest power of variable x is 2. So it is quadratic. So it is also quadratic binomial. Okay. So it is also quadratic binomial. A student, you watch these videos carefully, आपको सारे सारे आंसर मिलेंगे. Both b and c are 0. Here we are getting the highest power is 2, so it will be quadratic, but it will be what? Monomial. If all the terms means b is not equals to 0, c is also not equals to 0, at this time the polynomial given in the general form, what is that? Ax square plus bx plus c, none of this term will be 0. It have 3 terms, and these 3 terms means it is quadratic. Yes,
Trinomial.
very good. It become trinomial. So in general, quadratic means any of these type, all are quadratic. So how to factorize that? How to get its 0? That we are going to learn today. A student, this thing you have to टेक केयर, यू हैव टू वॉच दिस वीडियोस अगेन एंड अगेन। आपको ये सब समझाया हुआ है, आप ये सब वीडियो यदि देखे रहेंगे तो आगे की क्लास में अपने को कन्वीनियंट होता है, अदरवाइज वी आर लूजिंग द टाइम। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, सो प्लीज गो थ्रू आवर चैनल। आप सबने, ऑल ऑफ यू हैव सब्सक्राइब नाउ, कि आपको उसमें पूरा एक प्लेलिस्ट मिलता है कि सारे के सारे कुछ एक ही जगह आपको मिलेंगे, जितने भी वीडियोज हैं वो चैप्टर वाइज उधर रखे हुए हैं। ऑल ऑफ यू हैव सब्सक्राइब, और कोई बाकी भी है? हाँ, तो जो भी स्टूडेंट, बाय द वे, इफ यू हैव नॉट सब्सक्राइब, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब। आप चैनल पेज पे जाएंगे, यानी हमारा जहां सिंबल आता है उस पर क्लिक करेंगे, सब्सक्राइब कर लेंगे, तो चैनल पेज में आप ऊपर देखेंगे प्लेलिस्ट इज देयर। क्लिक ऑन द प्लेलिस्ट, यू विल गेट एवरीथिंग चैप्टर वाइज। तो इस चैप्टर के, ऐसे ही जो हमने फिजिक्स पढ़ाए हैं, फिजिक्स के एक मोशन चैप्टर का, ऐसे ही 10th के भी वीडियोस हैं उसमें आपके बने हुए। दोस थिंग आर आल्सो विजिबल टू यू। 10th का क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन पढ़ाया है, 10th का बायोलॉजी लाइफ साइंस पढ़ाया है। सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर देयर। सो आप इन सब चीजों को, और भी बहुत सारे वीडियोस हैं, तो आप जाकर के चैनल पे ध्यान दीजिए, उसको सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, एंड वहां से जाकर वॉच दीज वीडियोस अगेन एंड अगेन। क्योंकि आपको हम पहले बताया, यदि आप ये बार बार नहीं देखेंगे तो आपको चीजें नहीं आएंगी। दीज आर द न्यू टर्म्स, यू मे फॉरगेट। सो स्टूडेंट, what we are going to learn is that what is factorization, that we want to learn today. Students, in term of number, I have just told you. So a number can be written as product of two factors. In the similar way, an expression can also be written as the product of two factors. Example, what we were using, like say a square minus b square. This is the expression. What we were writing by applying the identity, a plus b and a minus b. Student, observe it carefully. What is this? Here a square and b square means the power of a is 2, power of b is also 2. So it may be variable like x square minus y square, it is also possible. Then I can split this as the product of two terms. It is one term, it is two term, the second term. Similarly, if there is x square minus 4, student, what we can write for this? This can be written as x square minus 2 square. So I can write this as x square minus 2 square. Writing this way or that way mean the same thing. This can be splitted as x plus 2 and x minus 2. Student, what is this? This entire term is your quadratic. What is this? If you are just, is one linear factor, linear part. This linear part have to be multiplied with this other linear part. Each of these linear part whose product can give us the quadratic, that is called as their factor. So these are the two factors. It means what? What we can conclude from this? We can conclude that this quadratic polynomial or quadratic expression can be expressed as the product of two linear factors. In the similar fashion, we can express any of the quadratic polynomial as the product of two linear factors. So this is the standard form. Let me write that one also. So example, if I'm writing say x square minus of 9, what I can write? I can write this as x square minus of 3 square. Yes, what we can write? X minus 3 into
X plus 3.
X plus 3 or x minus 3, their order can be interchanged. But student, keep in mind what is on left hand side and what is on right hand side. On left hand side, we are getting it is a quadratic polynomial. But what is the right hand side? right hand side is product of two linear factor. These have to be multiplied together to get the quadratic. You cannot just equate x square minus 9 equals to x minus 3. No, you cannot equate. We have just splitted this into the product of two linear. Why linear? So this is the first bracket. So this is the first factor. This is the second factor. First factor means this entire bracket. What is this first factor? For this first bracket means x minus 3. What is the degree of x minus 3? Degree means the power of this x. First factor is our x minus 3. And the second factor is our x plus 3. If anyone is asking the degree of this one, in this case the degree is 1. In this case also the degree is how much? It is 1 because x to the power 1 only. But a student, for making this quadratic, I cannot equate. I have to multiply these two together. Means when the degree is 1, it is called as linear factor. So it is linear factor 1. And what is this? This is also a linear factor.
Linear factor 1.
Factor. It is the second. So linear factor 2. Okay, student? Now this linear factor have to be multiplied to get this quadratic polynomial. This is the quadratic polynomial. So this is equals to product of these two factors. Means what we have observed from this applying identity is that quadratic polynomial can be factorized as product of two linear factors. So write that point. So notable point is that a quadratic polynomial can be expressed or equated to expressed as the product of two linear factors. Like a number can be written as product of two other number. In the similar way, even a quadratic polynomial can be equated to product of two other linear factors. It is very important. This is the concept. But how to get these linear factors? What are the linear factors? A student, here, whatever the example we have taken, like say 4x square minus of 81. In this case, this is the polynomial. This is the px. This can be written as twice of x whole square minus 9 of s.
9 of square.
So this can be written as 2x plus 9 and 2x minus 9. The student means whatever this given here, this is the quadratic polynomial. These have been equated with the product of two linear factors. These are the two linear factors. So their product, it is this one. A student, so by applying the identity, we can convert this quadratic into linear. But this is applicable for only the quadratic polynomial of the form a square minus b square. But if it is not a square minus b square, then how to get it? At that time, there is a general method called factorization method. How to factorize that? It is called first into third method. So that is used. Okay, student? So what is that factorization? How to get it? So right, for other polynomials not in form of identity. So this is applicable for those polynomial, even for this which is falling in the form of identity, that can also be used. So the most general thing is, so for other polynomials not in form of identities, we use factorization method. So this is the factorization method that you have to learn. There is other method also, or quadratic formula method, that we will learn in class 10. Quadratic formula method. So what is this quadratic formula? That we will learn next year. So these are the two methods by which any of the quadratic polynomial which have real zeros, that can be factorized and their zeros can be calculated. The next important thing is this factorization.
Sir, can you show the previous page?
Just wait a minute. This factorization is used for calculating or finding the means all the zeros of quadratic polynomial. So ultimate objective of this factorization is to find all the zeros of a quadratic polynomial. So we will try to reach up to this point by today. Yes, student, write it quickly. Student, we have started with the factorization. Factorization, what is the meaning of factorization? That I have explained here in term of some number I have taken. Another time I have explained this factorization for variable x. Okay, this I have explained. After that, I have explained one more. The variable means the quadratic polynomial as the product of two linear factors. What this fact? Why it is called linear? Because each factor have the degree 1. So here the power of x is 1. Here also the power of x is 1. So therefore it was called as linear. But the product of these two is going to give this quadratic. So each of these means the first bracket and second bracket are the factor. So that's why we have concluded quadratic polynomial can be expressed as the product of two linear factors. One more example I have taken where this was the quadratic. This was a quadratic. The polynomial that we have taken, this is a quadratic polynomial. But whatever these two means, each of these are the factors. So each are factors. But a student, important thing is that these factors are which kind? It is linear. Okay, student. So it is a linear factor. Linear factors. But these linear factors, when multiplied together, then only it can give the quadratic. Only one factor cannot be taken as it or cannot be equated to the quadratic polynomial. So it is ultimately the product of linear factors. The product of linear factors. It is this one. Okay, student? Yes, student have written or any doubt? पूछिए अभी इसमें, क्योंकि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज हम यही करने जा रहे हैं कि क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल को दो लीनियर फैक्टर्स के फॉर्म में लिखेंगे. तो क्यों लिखेंगे, कैसे लिखेंगे? For that we have just first understood what do we mean by the product of two linear factors. These factors are two in number. So how to write? After equating it, means the quadratic polynomial when equated to product of two linear factors, then for getting the zeros, the quadratic polynomial have to be equated to 0, means each of the linear factor can be equated to 0. Then the value of x can be calculated. So that is the ultimate purpose. But what is this factorization method? You please understand it very carefully. Students, so how to factorize this? So the question is how to factorize. So how to factorize quadratic polynomial into two linear factor. The two linear factor that we will write. A student, in general, we will observe that. So whatever the general form, the quadratic polynomial is written, it is our px or ax square plus bx plus c. It will be this one. If we factorize it, means it will give one bracket where x is only present. X may have some multiple. See, in previous cases, what we have observed, a student, left hand side was quadratic, but see, it was observe this first bracket. A student, for 4x square minus 81, I have splitted it as the product of 2x plus 9 in one bracket and 2x minus 9 as the other bracket. So wherever this x is there, this x have to be multiplied with a constant, then that constant is coefficient, then there is addition of some other constant. Okay, so I may take this x is multiplied with some constant, say p, then this another constant which is added as q, means then there will be the other bracket also. A student, may this can be factorized as product of px plus q in one bracket. But it cannot only be equated to this much. This also have the other factor, then only it will work quadratic. So what is the other factor? Other factor have different values of the coefficient of x and constant of. If even they are same, then at least sign will be different. So it will also be a linear factor, but at this time the coefficient of x, I may take that as, say, r. R is the coefficient of x, and this is added with s. Means, a student, I can equate this quadratic polynomial as the product of two linear factors. So how to get these first bracket px plus q and rx plus s, this we want to know. Students, you are there? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Listen it carefully. अभी आप देखिए अपना पर्पस क्या है कि ये जो क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल है इसको ऐसे कैसे लीनियर में हम लिखेंगे. ओके स्टूडेंट, अभी मैं जस्ट आपको एक एग्जांपल लिख करके दिखलाता हूं. आप देखेंगे कि इफ आई हैव एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस ऑफ 5x प्लस ऑफ say 6, then I can write this as the product of x minus 2 and x minus 3. X minus 2 as one bracket and x minus 3 will be the other bracket. So this, the first example I have taken. There may be some coefficient of x square also. So let me take that as the 3x square minus of, say, 2x minus of 1. We will observe later that even this can also be factorized. How to factorize that? The method I will explain you later, but you just understand for that what it will come if I'm doing a rough work on the side in front of you. What I will do, I will write like this: 3x square minus of 2x. I can write this as minus of 3x minus of x minus of 1. So 3x can be taken out. It becomes x minus 1. And minus 1 will be taken out. It becomes x minus 1. Ultimately, it will turn into 3x minus 1 and x minus 1. This I will explain you. So we have to understand how I have just converted this into this one. This thing I will make you learn today. So this can be equated as the product of x minus 1 and 3x.
Sir, are you there?
सर लेफ्ट
सर गए
हाँ गए लिखती है
Students, are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
यस सर
Okay. Because of the poor network, there was frequent disconnection. Student, please understand. What I was explaining was that. So whatever the quadratic polynomial we are taking on the left hand side, all these are the quadratic polynomials. And what these are? These are the product of two linear factors. So it is linear factor 1, factor 1. It is your linear factor 2. A student, take care that here the sign is plus for the second bracket but minus for the first bracket. So how this is done? The rough work is done on this side. This rough work, how I have done this rough work to write this as the product, this thing you have to learn. A student, I was talking, we can verify if we multiply these two linear brackets, we can get this quadratic. So that you are already knowing. The reverse was multiplication of two linear factor gives us the quadratic polynomial. But today topic is to convert this quadratic into linear. So just the reverse of the product of two linear factors. That. So how to get it? Just for verification, a student, you can verify this x minus 1 into 3x plus 1. If you are multiplying these two, means x will be multiplied with this 3x plus 1, then minus 1 is there.
Minus 1 into 3x plus 1.
Very good. So ultimately means the first bracket is distributed for the second bracket. So x will multiply to the first bracket, it becomes 3x square plus of x minus sign is before this bracket, so minus of 3x then minus of 1. Now these x and 3x are the like term, x square term is only 1, then minus of 3x is there plus of x. X minus 3x is how much? Minus of 2x and minus
3x square minus 2x minus 1.
So what we were observing, the product of these two linear gives the quadratic. Okay, so this was the reverse, or this thing we have already learned earlier. So these were the earlier we were doing. But now the question is how to get this one. The students, you are there, no? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So a student,
Yes,
this was the product and it was easy, very easy. But how to get this one? So this, how? So doing this means going just reverse. So this getting two linear factor from a quadratic polynomial is called factorization, because it is one factor, it is the other factor. So these two factors we want to get it. So this is done by factorization. So student, we will learn how to factorize it. That method we are going to learn. Okay, student? So product is very easy. You are already knowing since your previous classes. But how to factorize this? So I'm going to write the factorization method. Okay, student? The most general factorization, that's why I have written that general factorization. If there is a quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, sometimes this is also denoted with the, or started with the px is this much, and this itself can be equated to p of x plus q. It will be one factor, other factor as the r of x plus s. This is the other factor. These are the two factors. Student, that how to do this? For doing this, there is a method. That method is called splitting the middle term, or so method to factorize, method to convert a quadratic polynomial as product of two linear factors so this method is called splitting the middle term, this B. So various names are there. Or also called as first term into third term method. So first term into what is the third term method. May be written as the first term into third term method. So student, let us quickly understand what is this. A student, this, whether splitting the middle term, I am using the word or a statement like splitting the middle term or first term into third term method mean the same thing. This is called the factorization method. Ax square plus bx plus c. Here this is the first term, this is the second term or middle term.
This is the third term.
Yes, middle term, and this constant term is our third term or last term. So sometimes also called as first into last term multiplication method. So a student, how to do that steps I am going to write. A student, please understand this thing very carefully. So what are the steps? For factorization. So what are the steps involved? A student, the steps I will write in general form and side by side I will explain also. So write down the step 1. For writing the step 1, we will take the general formula. It is our ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, student. So this is the first term, this is the middle term or second term, and this is the third term. This is also called as middle. This is also called as last, or this is first. Last or third mean the same thing. A student, in this method, very first step that you have to follow is that the step number 1. You have to multiply the first term with the third term. So it is our first term is to be multiplied with third term. I am writing just these two. Okay. Or you are even free to choose the coefficient of the first term. It is what A, and the constant term C. So entire term can be multiplied, or just coefficient of first term and third term we can also take. But my advice is that you just take the coefficient rather than the entire term. So take the coefficient of first term, that is, you have to first multiply the coefficient of x square with the constant term. This we are going to do. What is coefficient of x square? Means it is A have to be multiplied with C. This we have to do. That is, AC first we have to calculate. In parallel, I am going to take one example also. Let me take the example like, so whatever we have taken there. Say 3 of x square minus of 2x plus 1. This is the example. So what is the first step? Step 1 here. Student, step 1.
Into 1.
Good. So for writing or doing the step 1, you will just write here ABC. A is how much? 3. B is how much? Minus
3x into
2.
1.
And C is how
Minus
much?
2.
It is 1.
1.
Very first you write ABC. Then you have to follow the step 1. The step 1 tells that you just multiply A with C. What is that? It is 3 into 1. It is our 3. Okay, student, I have taken the very simple one to appear you convenient. We will take even the others. So the first step that you have to do is that you first multiply this coefficient of x square with the constant term. You are getting the number. Whatever the new number you are getting. A student, here the constant term was 3, so we are getting the 3 only. If it is something 1, say 4 is there, then we will get something else. Okay. Now the step number 2 is that now you have to factorize this AC. So you have to write all factors of the product AC. Write all factors of AC. So if I'm going to follow that one here, say step 2, factors of AC are what? Means 3. How these 3 can be written? A student, 3 can be written as 1 into 3. Can I write this? Yes, a student? Is it okay? It is okay. A student, slight correction is required in this question because earlier I had taken the negative sign, but some misprinting is there. It is negative, I think. Minus 1 is there in this question. So do this correction. It is minus 1. So product is 1, 3 into minus 1. It is going to give us minus 3. A student, write this as minus 3. So now we have to write the factor of minus 3, not the plus 3, because C is negative here, A is positive. So product of 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. So therefore we have to write the factor of minus 3. What could be the factor of minus 3? Students, what could be the factor of minus 3?
Minus 1 into 3.
Very good. So it is like this one. Minus 1 into 3. One may also say, no, I may take the minus of 3 into 1. Both are possible. Okay. It means the factors are minus 1, 3, and in this case the factors are minus 3 and 1. Students, sign are different in these two cases, so these two are the different factors. So that we have to do. So here the step number 2 tells that whatever AC is there, this AC you have to write as 2 factor. AC, whatever we have calculated in step 1. So this we have to write as the product of 2 factors. So the 2 factors that we are choosing is, one is P and other is Q. Like here, this minus 3 that we have obtained can be written as minus 1 into 3 or minus 3 into 1. Okay, it is possible. Though in question it was minus 1, but writing the factor we are getting a new term. It is possible to get the factor minus 3 and 1. Students, now the question is that which factor is useful for us? Which factor of this AC is useful for us? For that, you have to watch the 2 factors carefully. So which factor we have to use? For that, there is the step number 3. Step number 3 tells that choose that factor, means this PQ, that factor, that is P and Q. These are the two factors we are choosing, such that, or P and R, let me write this, P and R rather than Q. Let me write this as P, one factor as P, another as R. P into R, Q into R, means QR. One factor is P, another factor is R. So these P and R, that factor we have to choose such that this P plus R gives us the middle term B. This is the main criteria of choosing the factor, or this is the important step. A student, let us understand this step number 3 here. What this step number 3 tells? The step number 3 tells that whatever the factor that we have obtained, so for -3, we have two factors. One is -1, 3, or the other one is, what is the other one? The other one is -3 and 1. The students, you are there? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, student,
Yes, sir.
these are the two kind of factors which are available. One set is -1, 3, and another is -3, 1. So, which one I shall take? For that, what you have to do? You have to simply add these two. -1 plus 3. What is this value? It is 2. And if you are adding this to -3 plus 1, what you are getting? -2. Now, student, this is important here. You have to now, while adding these two, you are getting two different numbers. But which one is preferable? That is decided by this B. Observe. The B given is -2. So this -2 means this factor is preferable for us. This simply tells that this -2 can be replaced by -3 plus 1, or minus of 2x in the middle term can be replaced by minus of 3x plus 1 of x. Means it is simply minus of 3x plus of x. So this is what the middle term B, x, have to be replaced by this one. So this replacement we have to do. So after this replacement, what we will get? That is our next step. So a student, in step number 3, we have learned that we have to choose that factor whose product gives us the middle term. Then what you have to do? You have to replace or split. This step number 4 is that so replace or split the middle term as, what is the middle term? It is our bx. So we have to replace it by px plus rx. This thing we have to do. Means this middle term have to be replaced by this one. So this was the step 4. So even this step 4 we have done this. So while doing the step number 4, what we will get? So whatever the quadratic polynomial is given to you, a student, what is called quadratic polynomial? It is 3x square minus of 2x minus of 1. This middle term is our minus of 2x. This have to be replaced by minus of 3x plus of x. Means this can be written as 3x square. What I will write in place of this? Minus of 3x plus of x. These two terms. So single term is splitted into these two terms. So that's why it is called as splitting the middle term. And whatever the last term -1 is there, you have to write this as it is. Are you getting this much, students? It is very important step. So therefore, it is called as splitting the middle term. Students, hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, splitting the middle term. Why it is called as splitting the middle term? I think you are able to get the answer in step number 4. This is very important. So please understand it carefully. So in step number 4, we have replaced the middle term by the sum of two terms, which are the factor of the first and third term. Okay, student? Now the next step means the step number 4. Sorry, step number 5, let me write. Step number 5 tells that student, any doubt to any student till now, then please ask. किसी को कोई doubt है क्या? No doubt? Because it is very important step. So this step number 5 tells that whatever common, so totally means the 3 terms which was present in original, that is being converted into 4-term quadratic polynomial. Then from the first 2 terms you have to take whatever the common is there, and from next 2 terms you have to take whatever the common factor is there. So take,
Sir,
yes,
that 3x square minus 3x plus x minus 1 you have written, sir, but 2x is equal to 3x minus x, sir.
it is minus of 2x. Student, I have explained that one here. No, you shall not use 2x. You have to replace this minus of 2x. आप जरा यहाँ देखिए राइट हैंड साइड में, देखिए हमने यहाँ पे क्या किए हैं स्टूडेंट. Why I have not chosen this 2? Because middle term is here minus of 2. तो साइन बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है. So that's why we cannot choose this 2. We have chosen this minus of 2. So how we have obtained that minus of 2? Minus of 3x plus of x. Or even if you are writing like this, 1 minus or 1 plus of minus 3x mean the same thing. It is like 1 minus 3. It is minus of 2. So we have to replace this minus of 2x, not the 2x. Okay, student? So that addition of these 2 terms gives the middle term. So minus of 2x is converted into minus of 3x plus of x. Or whether you write this as x minus of 3x, you are getting the same result. Okay? So you are free to write x minus 3x or minus 3x plus x means the same thing. So that's why this minus of 2x is replaced. Observe carefully. This line is up to minus, negative sign. So negative sign is important. It is not only 2x, it is minus of 2x. हाँ लक्षणा, अभी आपको समझ में आया?
हाँ sir.
Okay. So this sign is very important. So sign we have to take. Now the step number 5 tells that while this quadratic polynomial gets converted into the 4 terms, you have to take whatever common in the first 2 terms. So take the common factors. So factors from first 2 terms and also from last two terms. So whatever the first two term, you have to take the common factor. Also, from last two term, you have to take the common factor. A student, understand this. Step number 5 here. A student, in fourth step, what we have done? We have done up to this much. 3x square minus of 2x minus of 1. This can be written as 3x square minus of 3x plus of x. Minus of 1, whatever 1 is there. Now this is the first two term, this is the last two term. स्टूडेंट अब ये समझ में आया, पहला दो टर्म ये है और लास्ट का दो टर्म ये है. तो स्टूडेंट पहले दो टर्म में यानी 3x स्क्वायर एंड 3x में व्हाट इज कॉमन? कैन एनी स्टूडेंट टेल मी?
3,1.
X is also common because x is in the first term as well as in second term. Any doubt then please ask. So see, this is the means what
3 and x.
First. So 3 is common, 3 and 3 is common. 3 I have written. Also we are observing x is here and the same x is also here. So x can also be taken out. So what will remain in the very first term? 3x multiplied by x will give us the 3x square now. So only x will be left. But from the second term, means this first term we are getting like this one. But what we are getting from the second? The sign is negative, so that sign you have to maintain. And what have came out?
3.
3 is already taken out. X is also taken out. So what is left is only 1.
-1.
It means it is 1. Negative sign we have carried as it is. So it is x minus 1. It is in the first bracket. Now see, for the second bracket, what is common or is there anything common? Nothing appeared to us common. Nothing is common. It means simply 1 is common to both because 1 is multiplied to any number.
1 into x minus 1.
So it is, yes, 1 into x we can write and 1 into 1 we can write. Means 1 we have taken common. So it is x minus 3. X minus 1. So a student, this is very important step. Here you are observing whatever the bracket that is coming here, the same bracket is also coming here. This is the identification that your factorization and splitting the middle term is correct. So this, whatever this fifth step we have done here, the same is
1 into x minus 1.
X plus 1.
Now, a student, step number 6 tells that now whatever the bracket is common to both, means whatever the common we have taken, here we are observing this bracket and this bracket is common, then you have to take
3x plus 1 and x minus 1.
common bracket, as a factor, and this is the symbol of and, write the other. A student, in this step number 5, whatever we have done was that from first two term we were taking 3x as common. What was left as x minus 1? From last two, 1 was common. What we have written inside the bracket is x minus
1.
In step number 6, again, whatever this bracket itself is common, that you have to take out. Means now you have to think for this as entirely one bracket, this as second bracket. In this case, I mean the second term, this x minus 1 is the common for both the first term as well as the second term. What will be left here? So from this one, understand how much I am underlining. From this much, I have taken the x minus 1 as common. While taking x minus 1 as common, what will left? Only this 3x will
3x
left.
plus 1.
Student, now similarly you have to think for this second one. For this second one term, the term x minus 1, this bracket itself is common. What will left here? So it is the 1 only. And what is the sign? It is the plus sign. So plus sign we have to write as it is. And what is there is 1 only.
1.
So this way, so this is the next step or step number 6. So I have written this in continuation. So better to write this in the smaller bracket. So x minus 1 into 3x plus 1. So student, what is this? This is the first linear bracket.
Linear factor 1 and linear factor 2.
Bracket. So these are the product of two linear brackets. Product of two
linear factors.
Okay, student. So this is what the ultimate purpose. So ultimately, this steps gives the product of two linear factors. So this was the purpose. This way, in these 3 steps, the entire factorization is done. Student, so this was the one question. I will solve few more questions. Student, right? Factorize the following polynomial. So let me take the very first one as x square minus of 5x plus of 6. The other may be taken as, say, 3 of x square minus of 5x plus of 2. It is the second one. Similarly, there are so many. Say x square minus of 7x plus of 6. The fourth one. So many questions are there in your textbook also. Say 5x square minus of 7x, or let me take the minus of 3x plus of, or take the other one as the minus of 2 is equals to not equate to 0. So this one we have to take. The other we may take. Let me take few examples from your book. आप देखिए आपके बुक में भी ऐसे बहुत सारे हैं. So we have to go for factorization of this thing. But splitting the middle term we can do. These are the identities. See student, this middle term factorization is given here. Okay, no, it is in your book. Are you getting this point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो ये देखिए आपके बुक में है. बहुत बार हमारे बच्चे ऐसे समझते हैं कि नहीं, ये हमारे बुक में नहीं है सर, ऐसा पढ़ाते रहते हैं. So take this example, factorize by splitting the middle term. इतना ही क्वेश्चन है. It is this one. So it is from our textbook. ये टेक्स्ट बुक का क्वेश्चन है, others we can also take. So yes, we have to factorize this thing. Student, was this question number 4? Getting no? So this question number 4 we have discussed today. How to factorize it? Getting? So this question number 4 you
Yes,
have to
sir.
do. This method we have learned today. This is our textbook question. Textbook exercise 2.4, I think it is. Question number 4 is this. So these things we have to factorize. I have given some more question and some are given in your book itself. A student, I will solve one more question, then I will stop the class. I have to go for class 10th also. तो ये बताइए इसमें से मैं कौन सा क्वेश्चन आपको सॉल्व कर दूं? एक कोई सा क्वेश्चन. Let me take this one. 6x square plus 5x minus 6. A student, let me explain one more question. फोर्थ का मैं थर्ड पार्ट करता हूं. We have to factorize this 6x square plus of 5x minus of 6. How to factorize? So a student, what are the steps? The very first step, write it. In very first step, you will write ABC. What is A here? It is 6. What is B here?
5.
Very good. What is C here? Minus 6. Sign is very important. So do not forget this sign. Now, what is our step number 2? Step number 2 is that you have to multiply A and C. What is A into C?
A into C.
Student,
6
6
into
minus 6,
36.
it will give us minus of 36. Student, so the next step, step number 3 is that we have to write all the factors of 36. It is not 36 but minus 36. But the factor, the product of two factors we have to take only. So you have to split these at the product of two factors. How you can split? You can split this as minus 1 into 36. Okay. A student, you may also split this as 1 into minus of 36. A student, to avoid confusion while I am writing the minus on the second side, put a bracket. One may take minus 2 into 18 because the product is negative. So one of these two factors must be negative so that the product is negative.
Or we can write 2 into minus 18.
Very good. So another one is this way we can write. The another one what we can write is 3 into
3 into
nine.
minus 12.
3 into minus 12.
Good. So minus 3 into 12 we can write.
Or 3 into minus 12.
3 into minus 12 we can write. A student, what next we can write? We can also write for minus 4 into 9.
Or we can write
Or
4
we
into
can
minus
also
9.
write now you people have understand. Good thing. Minus of 9. So just changing the sign once I am writing and once I am writing as it is. So the next one is you cannot write with 5. 5 7s are 35. 6. Yes, we can write minus 6 into 6. Put off your
Or
microphone.
6 into
Getting. Valino, you are very much intelligent. I am getting. But आपका microphone, I think, बहुत चिल्लाना शुरू करता है. So it is this one. Or again writing this as 6 into minus 6 mean the same thing. So when the two factors are same, no need to rewrite it again. A student, one may write this as 9 or minus 9 into 4. A student, this is same as this one, so no need to go ahead. इससे आगे आपको जाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है, because I have already written the changing the sign. So those things I have already written. Or 9 into minus 4. So this thing we have already written. So no need to go ahead. Now, students, among these factors we have listed, we have to search which is the suitable one. How to search? So for that we have the step number 4. Step number 4 you have to do just ahead of this. A student, what to do? You have to add these two factors. So minus 1 plus of 36, how much is this? 35. Whether this 35 is B, a student, B that we need here is the 5 only. This is the 5. You are getting no? Here it is this 5. But
minus 4 plus 9.
Okay, that we will write, but let the other also understand. Good. So a student, if you are taking this factor, means the second factor at that time, what is this? 1 plus of minus of 36, means it is like 1 minus of 36, it is like minus of 35. If you are taking this one at this time, minus of 2 plus of 18, it is 16. If you are taking this one, it is like 2 plus minus 18. So I can simply write 2 minus of 18. Means I am just adding the factors. Whatever these two factors I have written here, I am just going to add them. So here we are getting minus of 16. Here what we will get, student? Minus of 3 plus of 12. So it will give us plus 9. If I am taking this one, 3 and minus 12, 3 and minus of 12, it is going to give us minus 9. If I am going to take this one, minus 4 plus 9, it is going to give us plus 5. If I am going to take this one, then we have 4 minus of 9, it is minus 5. If I am going to take this one, at this time, minus of 6 plus of 6, it is 0. So these are the possibilities. Means whether 35 or minus 35, 16 or minus 16, 9 or minus 9, or 5 or minus 5 or 0. These are the possibility. But which one we need? We need this one. Whatever the B is there, that we need. What is that B? B is our, along with this sign is important. It is our 5. So this is the required one. The other are not useful to us. So other have to be cancelled, or other have to be left as it is, and we have to take the factor which is giving us the B. So this way we have to search, or we have searched the factor that 5 can be replaced by minus 4 plus 9. So therefore, what is our step number 5? Step number 5 is that 5 can be replaced by minus 4 plus 9, or 9 minus 4 mean the same thing, or one may write take this way also, 9 minus 4, you will get the same thing. So therefore, in question, understand it is 5x, means plus of 5x. So plus of 5x can be replaced by 9x minus of 4x. Or even a student, if you are writing this as minus of 4x plus of 9x, both mean the same. Both are correct. You can write in any one of these, either this one or this one. So a student, go for replacing this. So whatever these rough work we have done, just to split this middle term. So right, therefore, afterward you have to carry on this factorization. 6 of x square plus of 5x minus of 6. Student, what we have searched, plus of 5x have to be replaced by, just tell me whether I shall use this one or this one, you will get the same answer.
Minus 4x plus 9x.
Okay, minus 4x plus 9 or 9x minus 4, anything you can use, because both will give the plus of 5x. So this I can equate to 6x square plus of 9x minus of 4x minus of 6. Okay, student, it is this. Next step is what? What is common in this and this? Student, 3 means 6 and 9 have the common number 3. Here x square and here x means x is also common. So 3 number digit can be taken out and x can also be taken out. What will left here? Means if you are dividing 6 by 3, you will get the 2, and dividing this x square by x, you will get the x only. Okay, 9x. So this 9 divided by 3, ultimately it will left with the 3. X is already taken, it is out. Now a student, from these two, you are observing that negative sign is common to both. So first take the negative sign out. Next, 4 and 6, they have the common factor 2, but x is not common to both. So x cannot be taken. What is left in the first? From this 4, 2 is taken out. So 2 will left here and x is as it is. Minus is already taken out of bracket. So the sign will change into plus. And 2 is taken out of the 6. So it will also be 3. A student, the important thing is that whatever this bracket is here, the same bracket is also here. This way our splitting the middle term is correct. Next, what we have to do, we have to take whatever these bracket are, the same bracket present in two terms. That bracket itself we have to write at only once. So 2x plus 3. After this, we are getting from this term only 3x is left here. So it is 3x. Minus sign is there. So it is 2. So what we are getting? It is the first linear factor. It is the other linear factor. Therefore,
product of two linear factors.
6x square plus of 5x minus of 6 is equals to 2x plus 3 and 3x minus 2. So this was the required answer. So this is what the factor 1, this is the factor 2. So this way it is factor.
Product of two linear factors.
Yes. A student, this thing can be verified. Whatever we have obtained, whether that is correct or not. How verification? Multiply the two factors, say 2x plus 3. This verification is not in the question, but you can check it. And the other factor is our 3x minus 2. If I am just multiplying this, what we will get? 2x have to be multiplied with this 3x minus 2. And plus 3 again have to be multiplied with 3x minus 2. Go for this. You will get 2x multiplied with 3x. So 2 into 3 is 6. X into x is x square. Then 2x multiplied by minus of 2. So 2 2s are minus 4. And x only once. Again, minus 3 to be multiplied with the 3. 3s are 9. And x is only once. Means this is multiplied with this one. X is only one. This 3 will also multiply with this one. Negative sign is there. Before bracket it is plus sign. So 3 2s are 6. A student, now what is minus of 4x plus of 9x?
5x.
Very good. Plus of 5x minus of 6. So this was what the two linear bracket that we has taken. This was our RHS, and where we have reached, we have reached to LHS.
RHS is equal to LHS verified.
So it is verified. So it is so simple. Student, आपको ऐसे ही लेकर के verify भी आप कर सकते हैं. Okay, so this way it is verified. So it is so simple. So let us stop the class here. A student, these are your homework. Please finish this homework. So whatever the question I have written in red, that you have to do, and the other 4 or 5 questions you also have to do. Even though I have solved the question number 3, but you will rewrite it in your book again. Any doubt, then ask.
No, sir.
or we will end the class? Okay, students.